Today's hike brings us to the Rattlesnakes near Squam Lake in the Lakes region of New Hampshire. We are going to be taking the old bridle path, I believe this is, to the summit of West Rattlesnake. Then we'll go over to East Rattlesnake via the Ridge Trail. And this is a special hike because it is my last hike of 2014. Yep, today is New Year's Eve. And starting tomorrow, I'll be beginning a new year of hiking, 2015. So, okay, I don't really have enough time to do anything bigger than this in this area. So, I'm just going to enjoy this because I heard the rattlesnakes have pretty good views. And we'll see how this goes. As you can hopefully see, parts of the trail are quite iced over, but there's practically no snow, and not enough of either to warrant wearing micro spikes, although I did bring them just in case. This trail at least looks pretty well groomed and well maintained, and also well built. It's got water bars everywhere, little steps. It's wide. I guess hence why it's called the old bridle path. Anyway, this isn't a difficult hike at all, but I've never been here before and I read a ton of reports from it, so I figured now's my time. If something interesting occurs, I'll meet you at the summit of West Rattlesnake Mountain. Yeah, trail is getting quite snowy and quite, especially more icy, and since I don't want to erode the trail anymore, on go the spikes. Man, walking is a hell of a lot easier with these things. I don't have to hug the side of the trail anymore. I can just walk right on it. Not to worry too much about slipping. I believe I have slipped with spikes on. Just gotta be careful. Okay, I think you're farther from the summit than I thought, so I'm just going to keep quiet about where the summit is or maybe until we actually reach it, or I'm sure 100% that I'm going to reach it. Figured I'd show you this since I was passing right by it. It's like a spur viewpoint on West Rattlesnake. Grinding down my spikes, but whatever. Yep, out there is Squam Lake and Lake Winnipesaukee. And right now we are looking at the Squam Range. Somewhere there, Mount Morgan and Percival. Trailhead for that's directly across the trailhead for this. Okay. Hopefully we'll be able to get a better viewpoint at the true top, which I think is just up there a little bit. Ooh, got a nice series of steps. Very, very nice. So far the trail has not been difficult in any sense of the word. Wonder how difficult the other second tier trails are that just rove around this place. If I ever decide to redline the White Mountain Guide, I'll have to do every trail in the Rattlesnake region. But for now I'm just going to west and east. Well, we've arrived at the summit area of West Rattlesnake. And the view, it's even better than I thought it would be. Well, there you got the Squam Range. Up there, so you definitely want to tag along the way to East Rattlesnake. And just, oh yeah, better be careful here. Be very careful, this is icy. Which, fortunately, it is not. Look at this view. All of the Lakes region stretches out around us. Just incredible. Alright, so far, I'm loving it. I'm going to first. Then I'll go East Rattlesnake. You're now going to be entering the Armstrong Natural Area. Be taking the Ridge Trail over to East Rattlesnake. And this right here is pretty much the true summit area of West Rattlesnake. So I'm calling this one in the bag. And I'll meet you as you get closer to East Rattlesnake. Yeah, just to clear up any confusion, I believe East Rattlesnake is actually slightly higher than West. But I also remember reading that West supposedly has better views than East. But since it's here, and now I call myself a peak bagger for nothing, I'm going to bag this one too. We're in an area that's notably devoid of any snow and ice. Debating on whether or not I should take off my micro spikes, but knowing my luck, right when I take them off, I'll need to throw them back on again. So, I'm going to keep them on. Not on rock or anything, so they won't be grinded down. We've reached the nicely marked trail junction. The Coal Trail, named so because we're in the Coal, or pass, between East and West Rattlesnake, goes that way. And the Ridge Trail, cosine with the Coal Trail, goes up here to another trail junction, which I will include in this clip. If there's a third one close by, oh well. Coal Trail, Route 113. East Rattlesnake, 0.4 miles. Honestly, so I don't have to go back up over West Rattlesnake. I can definitely physically do it, but I think I'm gonna take the Coal Trail up to Route 113 and do a road walk back to my car. Why? Because I can. Yippers, I was right that right when I took off my micro spikes, there'd be more snow and ice. Trust me, there's a lot more down there. Seems to be dissipating, but I'm not throwing the spikes on. I'm getting to the summit. Might throw them on the way down though. Reached another trail junction. Another trail that goes to Pinehurst Road. The East Rattlesnake Trail. However, we're going to stay on here because I believe the summit is up there. Although I have seen at least 1 or 2 false summits. So, I'm keeping my mouth shut until I'm 100% sure we're at. We've arrived at the lookout ledge on East Rattlesnake. Yeah, I have to say that the view isn't as good as from West Rattlesnake, but that's not to say it isn't a good view in itself. Still got the same old Lakes Region view, but you have a few new viewpoints. Better view of Red Hill. You can see out to the Ossabaws. Other than that, pretty much the same, but that's not to say it's not a good view. No. Well, I'm going to find the true summit of this thing. Then I'm going to evaluate my options for the way down. Probably end up taking the Coal Trail, but if not, I'll let you know. Alright, we've reached the summit of East Rattlesnake Mountain. As you can hopefully see, not much in the way of views. There is a trail junction over here, but the best views, in fact the only views, were from that lookout ledge I showed you earlier. Butterworth Trail to Metcalf Road. Looking at the map, that's far away from where we want to go. So we're going to head back down the Ridge Trail to the Coal Trail. Then I'll see where we go from there. Oh, what the heck, I'm feeling adventurous today. I am going to go down the Coal Trail. It shouldn't have that much elevation loss, nor should it be that steep. It's like right at the Coal between East and West Rattlesnake, which is pretty low compared to the elevations of the two summits. I think you might be passing a pond en route. But either way, if anything interesting comes up, I'll be sure to document it. This trail has seen better days. I mean, there's a scant small blowdown from time to time, and there's also some frozen mini swamps right over the trail proper. My guess is that this isn't one of the more commonly used paths in the area. But whatever, I got it, if not for redline purposes. At least this half the Cole Trail. Yep, it's confirmed that this is one of the lesser used trails in the area. Just look at this blowdown right over the trail. I mean, on the old bridle path, I saw tons of people. Maybe not literally, but once on the Ridge Trail, I saw the occasional person, but now I'm barely seeing anybody, although I am seeing frozen footprints. But there's a blowdown. Yeah, if you're ever going to hike up via this trail, just be a little careful to keep an eye on the blazes and where the corridor goes, so that you don't lose your way. This is the pond I mentioned earlier. If I find a name for it, I'll include it in the subtitle in this clip. Got a little bit of a frame view toward the Squam Range, but it is what it is. And the Cole Trail is a complete mess at times. Makes you wonder if this trail gets overgrown during the summer, and if so, how much. We're now in a wider portion of the Cole Trail. Probably ride a mountain bike up here. Still wide and smooth. And don't worry, we are on the right trail. I saw the blazes. Let's see. Alright, I seem to have reached a kind of a funny crossroads. I'll catch you once I get back on track. Okay, this is the right path, I can tell because of the orange blaze. But man, thank goodness for this beaver dam. If this wasn't here, this would be flooded. Onward to Route 113 we go. If nothing interesting happens, I'll meet you once you get to that highway. Currently you're following an old woods road with visible tire tracks. And this must be somewhat used in the snowless months. There's a bridge here over Babbling Brook. Overall, I'd say this wasn't a very pleasant way down, but whatever, it got me down. In hindsight, I probably should have just gone back over West Rattlesnake, but I was looking for some scenery. But whatever. And lo and behold, we are at Route 113. Don't slip, don't slip. Nice. Now we have a road walk back to the trailhead this way. And I'll meet you once we get back to the main trailhead for the rattlesnakes. Apparently we're in the town of Sandwich, incorporated 1763. We must be in Holderness right now, unofficially or officially. I just thought I'd show you that. It was an interesting old-timey sign. Huh. Never been past one of these by this angle. Apparently, we are crossing the county line from Sandwich and Carroll County to Holderness in Grafton County. Interesting. Welcome to Holderness. Awesome. Well, we're back at the trailhead, a little west of the end of the Cole Trail on Route 113. Overall, I'd have to say, even though this is another short one, I liked it. The views from east to west, particularly the west, were a lot better than what I expected, although going down was kind of meh. The Cole Trail, direct route down, probably do good route in safe wet and bad weather, but overall not very pleasant to walk. Blowdowns, old skid roads, not very scenic at all. but I had a good time overall. So from the west and east Rattlesnake Trailhead, I will see you on my next adventure.